There's nothing worse than showing up to the field and watching a 4-year-old do things you never thought were even possible with RC planes. And if that wasn't bad enough, after they spread some absolute butter on the runway, their 3-year-old sister took off and immediately popped their Aeroscout into a hover. But wait, to your left is a dog flying a perfect IMAX sequence. Contrary to popular opinion, you don't even need to fly to blend in at an RC field. Hell, half of the guys at the field on a Sunday don't even fly. You do need to know how to dress, though. Duh. Now, going to an RC field to scope out what those heathens wear is risky. They might recognize you as an outsider if you come back later in a different setup. So, it's best to go online for this, but there's one caveat. Some RC pilots are technologically savvy, so you'll have to keep your identity hidden online. There's no better way to do this than with Surfshark VPN. Recently, I went online to do some early Black Friday shopping for some 3D Pilot getup. After lots of browsing, I'd finally found the perfect outfit. Except when I went to pay with Venmo, I was geo-locked out of sending my payment because I was in Djibouti. That's when I remembered I had Surfshark, which has a vast network of over 3,200 servers in more than 100 countries. Surfshark isn't your average VPN. It's like a Swift Army knife for your online life. GPS spoofing? Check. Now, Find My Friends shows you're at work instead of being at the flying field. Bypasser? It lets your favorite app slip through the VPN net like a digital Houdini. Not only that, but it allows you to secure yourself online. Stay safe on public Wi-Fi at your RC field. Surfshark encrypts your online data and keeps you safe. Plus, you'll get the best online deals by not allowing websites to show you prices based off your location or device. Surfshark also has a strict no logs policy, which means they won't collect your data no matter what. While you're shopping online for your own Black Friday deals, you should try it out, especially with the great offer they have going on now with up to 6 months free. Choose the subscription plan that suits you most. Just scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description and use our promo code. By the way, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so go try it out yourself. Special thanks to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. Now that you've been safely browsing online, you've probably discovered there's a few different types of outfits an RC pilot could wear at the field. It's best to go with what matches your personality. Loud and boisterous? Go with a 3D Pilot outfit. An extreme flight hat pairs well with an Aura 8 Flex Innovations Got Wind t-shirt. For the introverts, go with incognito kit builder wear. Put on 2 pairs of glasses with both an Imperial measuring device and a cell phone clip on your belt. Both options will have you looking like an accomplished RC pilot. Clothes are only half the battle. The only thing RC pilots enjoy more than flying is talking. There's 2 different types of conversation you need to prepare for. First is the AMA card check. This is the equivalent of a DUI checkpoint. We went ahead and provided you a membership card template to fill out, and be sure to have this in your pocket anytime you're within a 10-mile radius of an AMA RC field. Most times, the first thing someone will say to you if they don't recognize you at an RC field is, "Where's your AMA card?" Compliance is always the best option. Now, the other conversation you need to prepare for is something called shooting the shit. We went ahead and provided you some key phrases to casually drop to make other people believe that you're a good RC pilot. Yeah, I was at XFC on June 11th to the 13th, and everyone was so bad I literally put my transmitter on the ground mid-flight and still got third. I heard panties drop, literally. Yeah, I hucked my apprentice so hard last week the wings ripped off.
The energy released would be equal to about 100 million nuclear bombs.
FMS literally wouldn't do anything about it either. So long as you drop these phrases into a conversation, there's no way the other person won't think you're a good RC pilot. But this comes with a caveat. Sometimes they'll force a transmitter in your hand because they think you're so good and want you to mate an aircraft of theirs. First, respectably decline this offer. Sometimes this doesn't work, and that's when you need to prepare for... Okay, flying an RC plane is actually really simple. You just need to know. Study this as much as you can, but if that doesn't work, bring the throttle to full, and once the airplane is in the air, yell in a panicked voice, "I don't have it." Right before the plane impacts the ground, leave the throttle on max so the aircraft combusts, leaving no opportunity for inspection into your claims, and throw the transmitter in the air. You see, by doing this, you can blame the crash on a radio glitch, which is a normal RC pilot excuse. Trust me, everyone at the field will nod understandably because, hey, it happens to the best of us. Now, if you somehow manage to avoid crashing, just land the plane as quickly as possible. When you're on the ground, shake your head and mumble something about weird trim issues, unexpected wind gusts, and a brownout in your pants. It's all about keeping that pilot mystique alive.
gotta actually look in back of the airplane, buddy.
Whoa! Couldn't find my goddamn rope.
After your flight, it's time for the debrief. This is crucial. Start by critiquing your own performance in a way that subtly implies it was the plane's fault, not yours. Say things like, you know, this model just doesn't handle like my usual high-performance, sponsor-funded aircraft that has 0 flaws and that I have 10,000 hours with. Or, I think there might be something off with the CG. It felt tail-heavy because it kept constantly pitching down. If all eyes are still on you, it's time for a distraction. Start a deep conversation about the latest RC technology. Throw in some terms like gyro stabilization, brushed motors, and cheddar cheese transmitter. It doesn't really matter if you know what they mean, just saying them with confidence is half the battle. Then, pivot to discussing the good old days of RC flying. Mention how, back in the day, everything was more challenging, but you, of course, managed to master those ancient techniques, you elitist you. Nostalgia is a great tool. It makes everyone a bit more forgiving and a lot less focused on your actual flying skills. But here's the key. Make a quick exit before they have a chance to talk. You've got to leave them wanting more. Start packing up your gear, glance at your watch, and say something urgent like, oh shoot, I'm late for a webinar on advanced aerodynamic differences between slots versus fixed slats. As you leave, give a few hearty handshakes, a couple of knowing nods, and maybe even a pat or two on the back. You're not just leaving the field, you're leaving a legacy, at least until your next visit. Walk away briskly, but not too fast. You're a busy, important RC pilot after all, but you're not running away. So you've mastered the art of looking like a top-notch RC pilot at the field and in the real world. But what about the digital realm, the wild west of online forums? First up, create a username that screams Pro Pilot, something like Loop-de-Loop Legend or Sky Driver. It's all about that first impression. Make sure your profile picture is either a mysterious silhouette of you holding a transmitter or a photo of a gyro will also do. Now, when posting, always strike a balance between expertise and mystique. Start threads with titles like Analyzing the Aerodynamic Efficiency of Nate from RC Sailors. Some thoughts. Then, in the post, ask more questions than you answer. It makes you look thoughtful, inquisitive, and deep. Become the king of the humble brag. Share stories of your epic flights, but always add a twist of humility like, managed to fly my plane without any props today. Still not as clean as I'd like, but I'm getting there. It's all about showing off without looking like you're showing off. In every few posts, drop hints about your secret project or upcoming big reveal. Keep the details sparse, but the hype real. Something like, can't say much, but stay tuned for something game-changing in the 3D community. It keeps people guessing and following. Now, if someone challenges your expertise or asks for video proof of your skills, deflect like a pro. Talk about how you prefer to live in the moment rather than behind a lens. It's all about the art of the elegant dodge. And finally, engage in pointless, draining debates, but never conclude them. Whether it's about the best type of transmitter or the most efficient propeller design, give your opinion with authority, but always leave room for further research. It keeps you in the conversation without the risk of being proven wrong. By mastering forum decorum and keyboard quorum, you'll become a respected, enigmatic figure in the digital RC world. Remember, on the internet, nobody knows you're not really doing those quadruple barrel rolls. In a future week, we'll explore how to handle RC meetups and competitions, where your reputation precedes you, but your actual flying does not. We'd like to give a huge shout out to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Go ahead and check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. Also, be sure to check out our site, tailheavyrc.com, to see our Black Friday sale. Give this video a thumbs up if you don't think AI is as scary as everyone makes it out to be. Or go ahead and hit subscribe if you think we should have AI design us an aircraft to build. Happy landings, bounce one on for us, and go get some therapy if you watched to this point in the video.